Here we go. Grayson Rodriguez back with us on FT. Good to see you, dude. And happy almost spring training to you. I've been looking forward to having you back on because last time we had you, you were freaking hilarious telling us about your text to Corbin Burnes. You know, he was so lonely. It's like no one wanted him. So I really desperately, right off the top here, need to hear your interactions with him post signing because I'm sure you were able to give him some love about getting paid, but also it's so rude that he divorced you.
Yeah, so after he signed and the contract details and stuff came out, I texted him and I was like, "Hey man, can I buy your bass boat?" And he was like, "Well, I'm not going to sell it." And I was like, "Nah, buddy, you're about to go buy you a new one." And he's like, "You're right." So if he does sell me the bass boat, he now has a good excuse to go get a new one. Um, the only thing we have to figure out is how to get it from Phoenix to Texas. So that might be a little hiccup in the plan there, but yeah, I mean, congratulations to him. So that's awesome.
Dude, you're
Also, well,
rich.
now,
Dude, you're
yeah,
hold on. Dude, Grayson, you're rich. You can take a little puddle jumper over to Phoenix, rent a car, and just trailer that thing right back to your house. What do you mean? Or hire somebody to drive that thing. What do you mean? You don't need to worry about how to get it. That's like the least of your problems.
Well,
That thing should be when you pull up to Sarasota for spring training, that thing should be in the Ed Smith Stadium parking lot waiting for you.
no. So the good thing about Ed Smith is we do have a fishing pond behind Field 4.
Mhm.
So if I do have a boat at spring training, it will be in the water behind Field 4. We'll be trolling around, kind of after the camp ends that day for sure. So maybe you could catch a fish with me, but we got to watch out for some Ryan Mountcastle homers coming over the wall at us.
Off of you. Off of you. Off you.
Nope, not off me. Nope,
nope,
not off
nope.
me.
But actually, that actually leads me to another question. So I don't know if we've talked about this part, but is there anybody that had a better offseason than Ryan Mountcastle reading the news about the walls ticking in a little bit for him? A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think all of the right-handed hitters in our lineup, I think, have been sleeping pretty well this offseason. They're really itching to get back in there, March, April, whenever our first home game is. But yeah, seeing that will be kind of cool because obviously our team will hit a lot more homers this year, or we'll like to think that. So it'll definitely be interesting to see kind of how the new wall plays. I know that old wall was huge, so it definitely robbed a lot of homers.
Were you mad? Were you mad they brought the wall in? Because as a pitcher, I'd be like, keep that mountain way out there as far as I can in left field. But now they're like, oh, it went for 1 year. We didn't like it. Now we need more homers. So we're bringing it back in. If I was a pitcher, I'd be a little mad.
I mean, it was. I don't think it's going to be brought in enough to where it's really going to matter a whole lot. As a pitcher, you obviously got to look at it both ways. Yeah, I mean, you might give up another homer or two, but also, with our guys in our lineup, that's going to be a little bit more run support you're going to get every night. Now, thankfully, I think I don't know the numbers on this, but last year our lineup had to have hit the most amount of homers and runs and everything while I was pitching. So this year, if that increases, that's awesome. That I like the wall. They can move it in a little bit further in if they want to as well.
When you look at Corbin Burnes' contract, hit on that again. You sit there and you look at yourself. Do you allow yourself to look at like $210 million and what that is? Or is that just so outside of your scope of the amount of money that you could make later on in your career?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a lot of money. I think everybody, dreams about making that kind of money playing baseball. But I mean, for me, like right now, like obviously free agency still, a ways off. So it's just kind of about, focusing on, the upcoming season, which, I'm still not an ARB yet. So really just going out there and trying to throw the baseball, put up some good games. I mean, yeah, really not looking at the free agency contracts yet, but that definitely is impressive for sure. So it kind of makes you dream and makes you work a little bit harder in the weight room and, doing the not so fun things of baseball for sure.
Does it make you want to sign an extension with the Orioles and stay and maybe forfeit some of those 210 million, but still get some of it now?
Yeah, I mean, if that opportunity presents itself, definitely look at it. I have no problem with Baltimore. Love the fans. Love Maryland. So definitely get to do a little bit of hunting in Maryland, which is super cool. yeah, I mean, if that opportunity presents itself, we'll I'll definitely think about it.
You know what I love about Maryland is when you used to send me cool things like crab cakes. I haven't gotten a shipment in like 2 months, so I don't know what's going on with Jimmy's, but like I'm gonna need some more crab cakes. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm almost out of crab cakes as well. The only problem is we're going to Florida Monday, so we'll have to get them shipped there. Maybe another box will show up, depending on if Kratz is an Orioles fan this year or not. Kratz might listen. So Kratz is like my public enemy number one right now. I was watching the show earlier and he almost put me to sleep. But we'll see. So maybe Kratzy gets some crab cakes this year. We'll see.
I want to know what put you to sleep. I want to know why when I picked my team to win the American League East, it was the Orioles that it put you to sleep. But I just conversate with me.
No. It was after that. It was nothing against any of our sponsors, but I don't know. Kratzy was talking about roses. I got on the show to talk ball and listen to some of that, and I'm listening to Kratzy talk about some flowers.
No. That's love. Love is more bigger than baseball. Okay,
Yeah,
is more bigger than baseball.
The only love we need to be talking about is the love for the game. Come on.
For the love of the game. Isn't that the Costner movie?
Ball does not stop, son.
Nope. It stops. That's how you got all those deers to run through your wall in the back of your right there. Because they got to, like, you have love. You have love. You have love for other things. I showed love to my wife. You're going down to spring training. Baseball's trying to take away the day of love from you. You're heading out. You're like, I am ready. I am so focused. I don't need love in my life. Yeah, right. You need it. You need it all, and it comes to you with 1-800-Flowers.
Yeah, I ordered my wife's Valentine's gift today, though, so that's done. That's taken care of.
There you go. What do you think about?
He hasn't been married long enough to have to send the flowers yet. Like, he hasn't gotten. They're still newlyweds, right? He hasn't been married long enough to where he's like, man, I'm just going to send my wife flowers.
We've been well. It's 1:30. It's 1:30 Central Time, so we've been married for like 25 minutes now, I think. So, yeah, just over a year.
Well, Grayson, what do you think, or really more importantly, what does your wife think about pitchers and catchers always reporting around Valentine's Day?
I mean, we always go out to eat. I always try to take her on a date. I don't know. I mean, she doesn't mind it. She loves going to Florida because she gets to go to the beach, does all that stuff that I don't necessarily like. But, yeah, she has a fun time. A lot of our friends and family always come to spring training, which is super cool, getting to see them and stuff. And, obviously spring training, everything's kind of done in the morning. You get the afternoons and the evenings off and relax a little bit and, practice some baseball while you're at it.
I like it. All right, last one from me before we get to the quick hitter questions. You saw Corbin signed in Arizona. You love Texas. You spend as much of the offseason as you can in Texas. Would you love to spend your entire season, spring training, whole season, just time on the road at home? Or is it good to get away to help you to focus on the things you need to focus on in baseball?
No, I mean, obviously I love Texas. Love, born and raised, small town Nacogdoches. The best part about being a baseball player is the off season is hunting season. Summers here are not enjoyable. You might as well climb in an oven, and it's probably going to be cooler in the oven than it is outside the doors here, in July and August. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how we did it, growing up, like in the summer playing all the baseball and stuff. Like, dang, it was hot. Like, obviously being in Maryland, it gets humid, and it's warm, in the summer. But, I mean, dude, playing, in the Northeast and playing in some other states, going to California, Seattle, I mean, dude, the weather is phenomenal in the summer. Like, growing up listening to all these country songs, they're talking about how they love summer nights and summer days, blah, 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 whatever. And you're like, dude, I do not see what they're talking about because it is hotter than heck down here. And yeah, so definitely playing baseball up there in the summer is nice. It's a lot of fun. But I'm kind of glad that now I don't have to experience the summers here at home in Texas anymore. I get to go somewhere where it's a little bit cooler.
Nice. All right. Well, I have sad news for you. I have two questions for you. One, what's your go-to spot in Sarasota since you're in Sarasota? And then after that, I have a sad story that I'm going to have to tell you to kind of bring the mood down a little bit. So answer that one first, and then we'll go sad story.
Okay. Fresh Kitchen's really good. It's a good little healthy spot. And then me and DL Hall, he found a pizza place downtown, El Panificio, I believe. They've got some phenomenal pizza. That's a good little cheap meal spot too, because the pizzas are huge, and it's like the folks that work in there are Italian. I mean, like Italian, son, and their pizzas are great.
Okay. All right. Now the sad news. I'm going to have to try that out because I'm being Sarasota next weekend, or Bradenton. So not really Sarasota, close enough. But so on February 24th, Eric Kratz is coming to Orioles camp. The sad news is I won't be there, which is actually good news for you because I was going to take you deep. So are you
chickened
happy?
Out.
No,
You chickened out. Yeah, you did. Yep. You chickened out, dude. This was known way in advance.
How did
You could have changed the schedule to be there, and instead you're not. So that's your fault. Crafty, we'll go grab some pizza.
Okay, I love pie.
Nope, I couldn't have changed the schedule because the schedule was made without my knowledge, and so therefore, I did not get the opportunity to be.
He lives so far away.
Deep.
It's so far away.
Wow. So you're kind of at the bottom of the food chain of people that are on this show, then, huh? If you didn't have any kind of way to,
why can't I be there?
Well,
first of all, why can't I be there February 24th? Because I'm not anywhere. I'm just looked at my son's schedule. What day of the week? That can't be the right date. Hold up. Mark. Now see, we can blame Mark Weiner for this because this is some bull crappo.
I'm sorry, executive producer, who I can see is typing in our text group right
Monday,
now.
February 24th, I'm in town
right now. That panic button.
Yeah, because I want to take you.
He's just freaking out.
I mean, your fire hair you have right now and all, but yeah, I mean, I'm there. I'm in.
All right, type faster, Mark, because we're on television and on a show. He's typing about your schedule, but I'm not seeing what he's typing. So.
Bottom of the food chain.
Mark thought I was going to be
gone. You're out of town. Breaking news. AJ will be in Sarasota to face Grayson Rodriguez. As riveting as it is for AJ to go through his calendar, we will do that post show and then we'll get back to you.
I appreciate you calling him out.
Anyways, Kratz and I will be in Sarasota. How about that? Now you make sure you schedule a side day.
Did you see the panic on his face?
Yes.
Yeah. He was freaking out.
Yes.
Hey, one more.
Lost all composure.
Grayson, one more topic of the last couple weeks, and then Kratz will hit you with some fun quick hitter questions. Got to get your take on why you're playing this season when the Dodgers already won the World Series.
Yeah, all right.
I'm saying fans are complaining. They're like, why even play the season out? Your thoughts?
Well, there's a lot that can go wrong in a season. That's all I'm going to say. Obviously, hopefully all those guys stay healthy. Obviously they're loaded on paper, but, baseball is a tough game. There's 162 games, and, according to my math, that's a lot of games. So a lot can happen. And obviously they're in the National League, so we're going to face them once, probably a 3-game series. I hadn't looked at the schedule yet. Those 3 games, obviously, we're going to want to win them. I think we'll play them in Baltimore. But, we wouldn't face them again until the World Series. And, if you look at my math again, you only got to win 4 games. So a lot can happen in a 7-game series. So we'll just leave it at that. So
that's real talk.
I don't know.
Talk.
I don't know if you can have them slotted into that number 1 spot, but just look at the freaking college football playoff this year. You had seeds 7 and 8 playing in the national championship, so you never know what could happen.
That's why you play the games. All right, my baseballism questions. Quick ones for you. We already kind of went over it, so you can say AJ, but I don't think that's your answer. Name a historical batter that you would love to face. Anybody that played in the history of baseball.
Probably Mickey Mantle. I was on Instagram today, and I think they had just Topps had released that they were doing like the 1-of-1 cards. It was like a Shohei Ohtani autograph with Mike Trout, and then a Shohei Ohtani autograph with a Mickey Mantle autograph. And I was like, oh, heck. I was like, that's going to be an expensive card. And that just kind of got me thinking about Mickey Mantle, obviously being a 3-time MVP or at least a 3-time MVP. Not exactly sure how many he won. Don't quote me on that. But, yeah, definitely facing him I think would be pretty cool.
What umpire has the best strike 3 call? Do you notice it?
I don't know. I'm kind of more, a perfect umpire to me is somebody who makes a call really quick and doesn't waste a lot of time, because as soon as I throw the ball, before it even gets to home plate, I want to know if it's a ball or a strike. So yeah, I don't know. Whoever has a quick call though, for sure.
Okay. Something to look for this season.
Oh, hold on. Before he goes, we got to ask him about his bobblehead, right?
Oh yes.
Have you
Good way
seen
to
your
finish.
bobblehead? Have you seen this? First of all, orange pants on you is not going to be a great look. Let's just say that right now. Like it's just not.
I'm a
It's going
handsome.
to look great.
Hey, listen. I'm a handsome looking sucker. AJ, you better watch out.
You know who you
do
look
you
like,
think
Grayson?
bobblehead
Bad
looks
Bunny?
like?
Yeah, so a lot of my buddies like to joke and say that I have a grande cabeza. So they say that the head is proportionate on the bobbleheads. But it's a cool looking bobblehead. Talking with the Orioles folks that do the giveaways and stuff. I love retro uniforms. I love retro looks. So that was kind of a look that we wanted to go for. Obviously Jim Palmer and the boys way back then, wearing the all orange uniforms, I thought was pretty cool. So yeah, go with that.
I love the orange pants look. It's fire, and it'll stand out.
They look good on certain people. I'm saying in real life. Now bobblehead's cool, but I just want to confirm the Orioles are not wearing all orange this year every time you pitch.
I don't know.
Can't confirm or deny.
Oh!
Stay tuned. Maybe we'll find out a month
know.
from now. FT at spring training in Sarasota.
Oh man, I better get my home run trot ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
That's
listen,
next time you'll see
AJ, a lot
him.
like me and you are very similar, because we don't make a lot of those important decisions. When it comes to our employer. So
That is true.
I'm in there for you.
So now I'm there. I'm there, kid. I'm there. You talked me right.
That's a
into
nice
it.
mitt, huh? Looks pretty fresh.
Yeah, I never
Brad's
played.
ready to catch.
They all stay fresh.
Yeah, can't get it
That
dirty
is
if you're
true.
not out there in the dirt.
Nope. They pay me the
But that's
same.
a T-shirt.
Can you give us a detailed description of what the ball glove smells like?
I can't, but it smells like rich mahogany.
Flowers.
Dude, have y'all ever noticed that brand new big league baseballs smell like dill pickles? Or am I the only one that thinks that?
Are you pregnant?
Well, I'm the only person that's probably never smelled a new baseball, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, dude, like if you open, because, minor league balls come in the plastic packaging, like little league, high school type stuff. But then the big league balls come wrapped in the tissue paper, it's like super fancy. Once you rip that tissue paper off, it smells like pickles. So the next time you get that opportunity to do that, smell it, and let me know what it smells like.
We'll do it.
February 24th, we're going to open some pickles.
That's a question I've been asking folks recently, because I got to figure out if I'm the only one that does that or not, or at least thinks that.
I can't confirm or deny, but I know what I'm doing next time I open up a fresh set of baseballs. So done.
Yeah.
Grayson, we're going to see you in a few weeks, dude. You got
sir.
the party. You got the combo. Good to catch up, man.
Yes,
we'll
sir.
see you in Sarasota for the big showdown.
All righty.